All right, let's get right into this. We're going to make a bunch of little zipper pouches. They will have a lining. I'm using the waterproof canvas, and I'm going to use this stripy zipper that's in my shop. And yes, I'm going to do zipper tabs because it's just easy. So let's go overhead and I'll show you what I'm doing. First up, I pre-cut a bunch of my tools. So right now in my materials, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pouches cut out. Now I cut these 9 inches wide and 5.5 tall. That gives me a little wiggle room for adding the zipper. And I've got some of my lining waterproof canvas cut. I think this will make a really cute makeup pouch. For my zipper tabs, I'm using my scrap fabric, 2 by 2 inch squares or thereabouts. And this is what I do for the ends so that it's a really simple construction. So I'm just going to cut a few more zipper tabs so I can rock and roll. I'm going to try to do this without turning on my iron because it is too hot today. No, thank you. So let's do this. Ooh, I need to wet my whistle. All right. When you're cutting that vinyl, just be sure that directionally when you open the roll, you're cutting it so the print is facing the right way. I only say that because I've done it wrong before, okay? No judgment. I'm going to use my double-sided sticky tape. Put it along this outer edge. All right, there we are. Well, I guess let's do this edge first, so my zipper's on the left. Okay, so we're just going to take this and center it and match those raw edges right there. Press it down. I've got a finger space on each side. Let's go to the machine. I'm using Gutermann thread and a Microtex needle. Right now I'm on a 2.5 stitch length just because the zipper is going in first. All right. Now we will add a lining piece. So you've got this. We're going to take that lining. This is the right side. I'm going to place it right sides together with that top edge. Now you can use clips or double-sided sticky tape or whatever you want to do. Sometimes I just hold it and that's enough. But you do want to move your zipper pull out of the way so you're not sewing across it, okay? Now because I'm on this side, I can see the previous stitching and I'll go just outside that. I can feel that I'm coming up to that pull. Sometimes it's easier to just lift the foot, needle down still, and move it out of the way. All right. Now we can flip it to the back. Now this part, because it's thicker material here that I'm using, I am going to whack it with my hammer. So I've got these mallets in the shop and they are wonderful. Let's do this. Check it on the back side. Now I'm going to top stitch that down all the way across. I'm going to change to a 3.5 millimeter stitch. Love it. That's so clean and crisp. I just love it. All right, let's go back. I'm going to peel off the paper of the tape for the other side. Exteriors, right sides together. Centering, matching those outer edges. Now, you can sew or you can go ahead and add the lining also. This is what I do when I'm in a hurry. So you're adding your lining so the linings are right sides together and at the top edge again. If you're going to do this, please use clips to hold everything in place so it doesn't shift when you're sewing. And you can always do it the way we did it on the first side. So this is just an option. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn my stitch length back down a little bit, little over 2.5. If you're finding that your foot is getting stuck, you might want to use a Teflon foot. All right, so everything is added all at once. I'm going to take you back overhead. Remember, we've got to pull this down out of the way of the zipper tape, pull this side down, and then we're going to use our mallet to get out some stress and make that seam a little flatter. Yeah, it looks good. Now I'm just going to top stitch again. Turning my stitch length back up. Now this is a really important part. You want to open your zipper. Just go ahead and open it all the way. And then we're going to take our exterior pieces and match them. And then our lining pieces and match those. Now I'm not using pins because my materials, that would leave permanent holes. I'm using a waterproof canvas and a vinyl. So I have to use clips. Now, don't overthink it, but my zipper tab is facing down towards the lining. I find that that's easiest. If you've never thought of that or paid attention to it, then obviously you're just fine. You don't need to worry about it. All right, let's leave an opening in the bottom of the lining. So I'm going to start here, sew all the way around and stop here. Now, you do want to make sure that your pull is out of the way. I'm going to push that back a little bit. And you will not be sewing over the tabs. There's a little bit of space there. No sewing over the tabs. You've got this. I'm going to turn my stitch length down again, just under 3. Needle down, lift the foot, pivot. Coming up to that tab area, but I'm not sewing over the tab. If you have to scooch a little to the outside, that's okay. Here we are coming up to this area again. I just kind of push it down. Ugh. I cut that lining just a smidge too skinny. I got to scooch in a bit. That was my fault. Be accurate when you cut, Natalie. Let me see. I think I'm going to have to go over that area again. Not sewing over the zipper tab, sewing just by it. There we go. All right. Let's trim corners. Let me get my other scissors. Here they are. Now my seam allowance was about 1/4 inch. I'm just going to trim a smidge away because sometimes the vinyl and WPC can get a little thick. But the nice thing is there's no interfacing to mess with. All right. Now my zipper is open, so I should be able to turn this right sides out. I will say this waterproof canvas takes a little bit of effort to turn right side out, but you can do it. Just take your time. And you know what? Let me show you something. If you need to, you can open this further. You don't have to have such a small opening. I don't even know what I'm trying to prove here. Let's just open that up. Okay, much better. Thank you very much. There we go. Now on these corners, you'll really have to push them out. So once I get this out, I'll show you what I mean. Have you ever seen those machines that they have in factories where they put the jeans on these tubes inside out and the air blows them so they're right side out, like in a second? I need that for my bags. What do you think, Tori? Okay, let me go overhead because I'm pushing out these zipper tabs now. You gotta come in here and push those babies out, okay? Because they don't wanna naturally do that. You have to push them out. Just like these bottom corners, this printed vinyl, you gotta really make it behave by pushing everything out. Here's this, see that zipper? I gotta come in there with my thumb and push that baby out. See how it's nice and clean now? Now where's my easy point and press tool? Because I am needing that at this moment. Looks like I don't have it here. How could I have forgotten it? I wouldn't be sweating if I had my tool, but I must have packed it up. Gotta pack it up. Okay, here's the bottom. There it goes. Now, these, I just tuck in the bottom here. Tuck it under. Raw edges inside. Not too much, but you know, enough. You can press it if you have a pressing sheet. I usually don't take the time to mess with that. I just turn it under, and if I use clips, I can hold it like that. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. And I'm just going to go all the way across to close it. You could change to a matching thread. You know I'm not. There's that. And now we'll just tuck that back down inside. I'm getting a little bit hot. I have leggings and a skirt, tank top. and a shirt. Ramel, I need the air. It's just because it's waterproof canvas that I have to take the time to push it into place. But then the gorgeous thing is, once I get those corners down in there, they stay. They never come up. Look at that. Very clean. Can you see that? It's very clean. It's so professional. Now what I'll do, I didn't get that one pushed out all the way. There we go. What I'll do is overnight, I'm going to set a book on this to kind of flatten it so that I can pack 12 of these in my carry-on as gifts. Pretty easy, right? You can do it. See how clean that zipper ends look? It just works every time. And that's plenty for my little essentials. And like I said on the Friday live show, pack of M&Ms, maybe a chapstick, maybe a scrunchie, or, just some fun little travel size hand sanitizer. You can just throw little tiny things in here that you could get at the dollar store if you're in the US. And it's a great gift. And nobody will have one like it unless you do all of them the same, like I'm gonna do. And then 12 people will have the same one. Who cares? All right. There you go. This vinyl, So Hungry Hippie vinyl, I believe it's called Fiesta. So Hungry Hippie zippers and pulls. I used my jig to put the pull on. Do you want to see me do that real quick? Let's do it. You put the jig like so, and then put your pull in so it's backwards. So you're looking at the flat side and the curved side is up. And then you take your tape, take it apart, and you're looking at the wrong side of the tape because that way you can see those channels. And away you go. You see? Now, I'm telling you, first-time users were able to put pulls on at the Madison show when I showed them my jig. It fits all size zippers. I know you can do it. Just give yourself some patience to start, and you will absolutely get it. All right. Peace, love, sewing. Go make some zipper pouches.